Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the fastest growing sports gambling podcast in the tri-state area. We got Double A Anthony Alessino. We got the graduate Brian Castiglione. And my name, as always, is James Hawkinjos. And this is Parlay-Vous. All right, what's up, everybody? We're back. It's NFL Week 6. Just me, Alessino, and Jack in studio today. No Brian. But fear not, we have received his picks electronically.
Well, we haven't. Jack has.
Well, yeah, we don't know what he picked, but we have his picks.
This is I was thinking about this. I've lost my voice twice this year, and that never happens. And now it's twice.
What'd you lose your voice from this weekend?
Tyson Fury.
All right.
And
security came over and fucking told us
yeah,
to calm down.
I got told in the campground I got to calm down, which is, you know what, it's fine. It happens to the best of
How
us.
you doing?
So yeah, but 2 times. So again, we're gonna have a rough voice today, but we're gonna make it happen.
Before we get into the guest lines, we're not gonna, encompass shit that went on, but I will say this. Glizzy God, I'm right back on track. I had the Raiders 2 weeks ago. They lost. They didn't cover. It happens. It's my first loss of the year. I told you, it's Buffalo Bills was the Glizzy God. They absolutely throttled the Chiefs. Forget about covering. There was no doubt by halftime that they were even going to really lose that game. Did you think the Chiefs were coming back at any point after halftime?
There was a one little drive when they were down 11, and I was like, oh, this might be it. And then they scored right away, and I was like, oh, this is over. Yeah, I was like, this is done. Put a stamp in it. No, it was very good. That was a good call.
Are the Chiefs done?
Are they done? Well, it'll be reflected in my spread. I can't take them as – I'm going to give a little hint into what I did, but I can't take them as touchdown favorites anymore. Until then –
yeah, that tracks with me.
Yeah, they have to prove it. I'm not saying it's not close, but they have to prove it.
Our good friend and former producer, Nick, he said he wanted to take the bet on them not making the playoffs. If you could, would you place that bet? Are they fourth in the division now?
They are. That's a really good question. I don't know. What would the odds be if I got odds back? Maybe if no was that they don't make the playoffs plus 500. I'm thinking about it. The Raiders are going to fall. The Raiders are not going to be there. They could already see that they're starting to fall back in line. The Chargers are going to probably win the division. Probably. So you're talking about a wild card spot. Is there another team in the AFC that can stop them from getting one of the wild card spots? I don't think so. So right now I have them as a wild card team. Probably the most dangerous wild card team in the history of wild card teams.
Not the way they're playing defense right now.
No, but they'll figure it out.
Now, if Clyde Edwards-Helaire, do we get an update on that?
Yeah, it's sprained MCL.
All right.
And
not as terrible as it could have been.
Likely headed to IR. Supposed to miss 2 to 3 weeks. That's what they said. Early reports. Juju Smith-Schuster out for the year.
What happened to him? I saw him. He got hurt.
Yeah, shoulder surgery. He was supposed to have it, and there was a report that he didn't have it. So I don't know if he had it yet or not, but he is done for the year. So that's a pretty big blow to another team that could be there. And with everything going on with Big Ben, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I really don't know. Because the Browns got that division locked up, in my eyes. Right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know how far you could go.
You got the Browns, right? You got the Browns. You got, without a doubt, locked up in a playoff spot, Chargers. They get shaky. Can Baltimore?
Man, that's the AFC North division, right?
Can Baltimore grab one?
Yeah, I think they could grab a wild card spot. It's early to look at all of this, but it's just, looking at the Chiefs right now. Week 2 or 3, I think I said Tampa's defense looks bad. And right after that, I said the Chiefs look horrendous. And it's gotten worse, not better. And I don't see it getting any better. They can't run the ball. They don't try to run the ball. If they can't stop people, especially the high-powered offenses like Josh Allen and the Bills, are going to score close to 35 on anybody and everybody.
No, they're averaging 30. They were averaging 32 and a half before last night. Points per game. And they scored more than that last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they're another one. people say Buffalo throws the ball a lot, but run the ball a lot. Like, oh, you think Buffalo, you think power run. They're not. They're throwing the ball just as much as the Chiefs are. Crazy high powered offense, but they stop you.
Yeah.
They get when you just said when they're up 11 and Patrick Mahomes trying to make a game of it. Just when you think that it's going to be a one score game again, Micah Hyde to the house.
The most shocking thing about last night is they did it in Kansas City.
Yeah,
that's tough to me.
That's good down the road because if you assume you don't know what you're talking about, they're going to get back on track. Andy Reid's a good coach. They're going to make it to the playoffs.
Then we'll see in 3 months.
Well, guess what? Now Buffalo knows we could beat you in your house. We could beat you in our house. We could beat you at the park. It doesn't matter. And
that's a good game, man. If I got to watch that again in the AFC Championship game, that's a good game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think that's a better game than Browns Chargers.
Is it like if you're a bettor, this is probably the best odds ever to take on the Chiefs to win the division. It doesn't get any better than this.
I don't know about all that, man.
It is. It's not gonna get any lower than it is right now, or higher, or whatever you want to say.
No, I'm not talking about the odds. I'm sure the odds. You're 100% right about the odds. I just don't know if I'd make that bet.
Well, the Chargers play Baltimore this week, right? Week 6, and the Chiefs play Washington. All right, and they do have to play the Chargers once more, right?
If they don't stomp out Washington, it might be over. If they don't stomp Washington, if Washington beats them and they drop to 2-4, that's bad.
I don't know. It's weird because it's hard to write off the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, no, I
with
get it.
With what arguably people say the best wide receiver in the league, with arguably what people say the best tight end in the league, with arguably a top 8, 10 O-line. They got the talent there.
Yeah, get Joe Thuney hurt last night.
Mm-hmm.
Think he's going to the IR to come back. Don't remember what he did. Also, Joe Thuney, as well as at least one of, if not both of their tackles, they got 4 new guys in there this year.
I know there are a lot. They bolstered the crap out of it. Yeah,
3 or 4 new offensive linemen. Sammy Watkins is gone. They don't have. We've expected Mecole Hardman would be the guy. He's really not. He's more of the same that he was last year. You can argue less effective. They're losing and not replenishing the talent that they're losing. They never replenished Kareem Hunt.
That's what happens when you go to Super Bowls, man.
That's they're not the same Chiefs offense. Now Kareem Hunt wasn't part of their Super Bowl teams.
Yeah, and he had his own issues. But
since they came out and became this electrifying offense, they've done nothing but lose talent. And one of these guys might be free soon. Tyreek Hill. You can't pay everybody. So when now Kelsey probably stays because by the time his contract expires, he's like 34.
Yeah.
But Hill's got one more shot at a mega deal here, and if there's other people looking, you can't pay everybody. You can't, and especially if the defense keeps getting worse and worse, you're gonna have to spend money on defense.
But they have talent on defense. I know Chris Jones and Clark are not playing, or they were playing.
Chris Jones didn't dress.
Yeah, they haven't been together, I don't think, this season once. To get it, that's a pretty big deal. I just don't know. I don't. It's tough. If it was plus 500 that they weren't making the playoffs, I'd consider throwing some cheddar on it. If it's minus 120, I'm staying so far away.
I'm very close to hitting the panic button on the Chiefs. Win, lose, or draw, I'm not worried about the result of the game on Sunday. If they do not dominate them and make a statement and say we can stop you, we can put up 40 points. We're going to take care of the middling teams and the gatekeeping teams that we have to take care of. If they don't do that, I'm hitting eject on the Chiefs.
Oh, that's bold.
As a playoff contender, I'm not saying they won't make it, but as a contender, one and done probably. If you can't beat Washington in October, how are you going to go beat Buffalo in January or December? Or go to LA and beat the Chargers in LA?
I agree.
You got anything before we go to guess the lines?
No, I think we covered it all. I think, I don't think that they have to dominate. I think they have to win. Stringing together wins, whether it's by a field goal or it's by a million, it's still a win. And it's the same thing with the other way. like Detroit. Like Detroit consistently is playing good ball and losing last-second field goals every single time. There's nothing to be. I mean, I guess there's something to be proud of, but not really because you're 0-5.
Well, I think it's something to say about the coaching. I think they're a good coach team.
Yeah, but at some point, the players in the locker room are looking around saying, we got to get a win. How can we get a win? This is crazy. It's desperate. We're getting knocked off on 66-yard field goals. We're getting knocked off on last-second field goals and 30-second drives. What do we got to do to win a game?
You got to learn how to win.
And Jared Goff, he's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, we were talking about this weekend. Nick was like, why do you fucking hate Jared Goff so much? I said, first of all, I don't hate him. I don't think he's a very good...
James, if I may, you talk about him like he's a wet trash bag.
Well, because I don't think he's a very good quarterback, and I never thought he was good for the Rams. He might be showing right now that it's a scheme issue, but he's not a McVay quarterback. I said probably 20 quarterbacks in the league the year they went to the Super Bowl would have taken care of the Patriots that year.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying with a bunch of no-names and T.J. Hawkinson, not counting the running backs, I mean, he's got no-name wide receivers.
But why does his contract not matter? Like, we're talking about him being serviceable, but he's one of the top 5, if not top 7 or 8 highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL.
100%. But he joined a rebuild, and a team that was, like, so non-competitive has been competitive. So you got to give him credit, right? That's the whole thing. You got to give him the credit.
Yeah, I did give credit to the coach.
He's taking a completely non-competitive team and making them
competitive, but 0-5.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Guess the lines. We'll get right into it.
Yeah.
First game's Thursday night. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Philly. Jack, give us Brian's guess.
Brian's pick for Tampa Bay at Philly is Tampa Bay minus 10.5.
I also have Tampa Bay minus 10.5.
Wow. I got Tampa Bay minus 8.5 because I think Philly stunned the world last night with the win over Carolina.
The line is Tampa Bay minus 7.
All right. Alessino will take that one.
I needed to play with him myself this week and get back on the winning track. So I made...
It's been a bad couple of weeks.
Instead of trying to hit it right on the head, I just tried to get it closer than you guys this week. So there's a lot of the same spreads. A lot of 6.5s I did. A lot.
I got a lot of the same. I got a lot of similar shit too. Another London game, 9:30 in the morning, Sunday, Eastern time. The Miami Dolphins playing Jacksonville in Tottenham Stadium. It's here Brian's pick.
Brian went with Jacksonville as the favorite at minus 1.5.
I probably would have made Jacksonville like a 1.5, 2-point favorite had this game been in Jacksonville, but it's in London, and I made it a pick 'em.
I went with Jacksonville minus 1.5.
The line is Miami minus 3.5.
All right. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't know how I feel about that line.
That's tough.
Green Bay.
Are they betting Tua's coming off IR?
Tua's got one more week on IR. I thought he couldn't come off until after week 6.
I think he's good this week.
He might be.
All right,
good
well,
to come
whatever.
off.
Because if they're betting on that,
I've said a million times, does Tua move the line for you? He doesn't move the needle for me.
No, he moves it a little bit, but you know what? Lawrence has been playing good these last couple weeks.
Yeah, they just don't play any defense. They can't.
You don't need to play defense when you got Jacoby Brissett slinging the ball around and not giving the ball to Myles Gaskins. Remember, the Bucs that they just played Miami have the worst passing defense in football as of right now, statistically.
The Bucs do, or Miami.
The Bucs.
The Bucs do,
and they couldn't. What, they get 20 on them? They dropped 20 on the Bucs. And it took a Myles Gaskin wheel route, and I don't know. I don't buy it. Jacksonville early underdog for me. Next.
Green Bay heading to Chicago. Plenty of good things to look at for Chicago, but I just don't think they're going to compete much this year. And I think Matt Nagy's going to have a lot to do with it. I got Green Bay by 6.5 on the road. What does Brian got?
Brian's got Green Bay pushing 3.5 on the road.
I don't know if that's enough. I got it 7.5 Green Bay.
Green Bay is laying 4.5 on the road.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. All right. Three-way tie with 1 point each.
That's really not enough, but I'm okay with it. I mean,
I'd smash it.
Justin Fields really didn't do much. It's the Raiders' offense that didn't do enough.
I mean,
You all right?
yeah, I'm good. No, I would smash Green Bay 4.5. I don't think that's enough at all.
All right.
Not with Aaron Rodgers and the boys. Cincinnati and Detroit. I kind of scored this one really not knowing about Burrow. But now that I'm looking at it, even at home, I think it's hard to make Detroit favorites. But I did give them the 2.5 point. Wow. Minus 2.5 for Detroit. What does Brian got?
Brian's got Cincinnati at minus 1.5.
Oh my god! I got Cincinnati.
Say pick, you scumbag.
No, I got Cincinnati minus 6.5.
Vegas has Cincinnati at minus 3.5.
And what's
so Brian gets that one?
What do you have?
He had 1.5, so I'm pretty sure he gets that right.
He had 1.5. You had
6.5.
Yeah, it's Brian.
And what's crazy is I crossed out 4.5. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Houston going to Indianapolis, who's going to play tonight in a few short hours. I don't think Vegas is going to be playing around with Houston at all going forward, which makes me feel like I actually went too low with Indy laying 8.5.
Go ahead.
Brian's got Indy laying 2.5.
Indy laying 4.5.
Vegas has Indy minus 10.
Yeah.
That is.
They might not mess around with less than double digits the whole rest of the year.
But Houston's been looking like yesterday. Didn't they win against who they played?
No, they didn't win, but
they
hung
around.
Game.
They hung around. They
lost by a landslide field goal.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Go
ahead. That's the Rams of Los Angeles going to East Rutherford to take on the New York Football Giants.
To murder the New York Football Giants.
The gallows at East Rutherford. I got Stafford and the boys laying 9 on the road.
Good.
Brian's got them laying 9.5.
Got them laying 10.5.
All right, here we go.
Ding, ding, ding. Alessino, first one on the head. Rams, 10.5.
Rams are at 10.5. All right.
First on the head of the year right now?
That might be the first time
That might be the first time you hit it on the head.
I've been struggling mightily. Don't get me wrong. Now we start a streak.
Listen, you could try it. You got a 1 point lead right now. The team we spent much of the Open speculating and talking about, Kansas City, going to Washington to play the professional team. Like I said, we all said it. They can't be touchdown favorites, especially on the road against anybody right now. I got them by 2.5.
Brian's got Kansas City at 4.5.
I said I would never make them touchdown favorites, but I got them by 6.5.
Just under
A touchdown.
Holy shit, Alessino, are you looking at the lines, bro? 6.5.
There we go. Told you, start a streak.
Start
a streak. Another 2, baby.
The Vikings of Minnesota going to Carolina to play the Panthers. I didn't know what to make of this one. I actually pretty sure I skipped it and came back to it. I gave Carolina 1.5 at home.
Me too.
Brian's got it as a pick 'em, but Carolina's the favorite at -1.
All right.
I really wanted to hit 3 on the head. So me and you got it, right?
Yeah, we both take that one. We're going to go the other team in Los Angeles, the Superchargers, going to Baltimore. Again, playing tonight, right?
Yes.
I got them 2.5 on the road, mostly because we didn't see the Baltimore play yet this week. But,
I got them,
I
got them 3 on the road.
Who you mean?
Chargers.
Chargers are favorites.
Brian's got the Chargers at 2.5, but Vegas has got Baltimore at -3.
So me and Brian split that one by a half point.
Baltimore is favorited against the Chargers. That's what you're telling me?
What I'm telling you is we might have a GGOTW right there. But hey, hit the fast forward button if you want to find out. Arizona at Cleveland. I'm just getting less and less excited by Baker Mayfield by the week. I don't really know if you can win with him. Stephen A. Smith said you're not winning nothing with him today on First Take. So take that for whatever you think it is. That being said, Arizona keeps surprising me. I'm not super surprised that they're 5-0, But the way they beat the brakes off of the Rams, the way they played a real close game with Minnesota, I got them by 3.5 on the road.
Brian's got Arizona laying 4.5.
Cleveland's the first team in NFL history to have 500 offensive yards, no turnovers, and lose a game. That's tough.
And 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, and 5 touchdowns. Yeah, it's tough. I gotta go Arizona minus 1.5.
Vegas has got Cleveland at 2.5.
So Ant gets it right. Cleveland's favorited though. I don't
understand what's going on. I feel like I'm being punked, but it's fine.
Are we that excited about the Cleveland defense?
It's because they're home. That's where we're swinging the points from. All right, whatever. Go ahead. Next.
Vegas in Denver. Vegas is falling apart on the field and internally with this John Gruden stuff, which we're not here to talk about that, so we're not even going to get into it. The NFL, the Raiders, they'll address that situation. Denver falling apart physically. Judy gone. KJ Hamler gone for the year. Teddy Bridgewater banged up. I got Denver by 2.5 at home.
Yeah, I don't think Vegas can beat good defenses. I got Denver minus 2.5.
Brian's got Vegas as the favorite at 2.5. But Las Vegas themselves have Denver at 3.5.
Denver's 3.5. So me and Alcino are going to split this one again. Wonderful. Alcino's got a 3-point lead. There are three games left. 3 games left. I apologize. Dallas going to New England. Dallas looks good.
Yeah, Dallas
real good. They look real good. I mean, we're talking about Josh Allen being the MVP favorite. I don't understand why Dak's not in that conversation.
Because Dak already won comeback player.
Why can't you win both?
Dallas
by 4.5 on the road.
Dallas by 6.5.
Brian's got Dallas laying 6.5, but Vegas has Dallas with minus 4.
Jimbo. All right, I'm down by 2. 2 contests remain. Seattle at Pittsburgh. I initially had Pittsburgh. I was going for like a minus 4, but then I crossed it out. Don't know why. Went Pittsburgh minus 2.5.
Brian's got Pittsburgh 1.5.
I got Pittsburgh minus 7.5.
No respect
points.
for Broadway Gino.
No respect.
Vegas has Pittsburgh as the favorite at 4.5.
So do I get that one?
I'm 3 away. What were you?
2. I'm 1.5 away.
Then yes, you'd get it. It's a big fucking collapse right now.
You're up by 1. Then there's 1 game remaining.
Is Brian even close?
No, Brian's out.
All right,
Brian's
good.
in 4th place by a lot.
Finish
So
second.
it's between you and me. It's Buffalo, the world beaters, the world beating, table smashing Buffalo Bills going to Tennessee. Team we don't feel great about. Just over a touchdown for Buffalo, minus 7.5.
Oh my God. What does Brian have?
Brian's got Buffalo at 3.5.
That's not enough, Brian. Stop it. The world beaters minus 8.
Oh, no.
Buffalo is the favorite at 5.
Oh my God.
A fucking tie.
That nobody enjoys a tie. Oh my God. T-1. I hate that.
All right.
Oh.
So we gotta do a tie break. I won't flip a coin. Jack, pick any game on the schedule. Right now, pick any game on the schedule.
Minnesota, Carolina.
All right. Over under on Minnesota, Carolina.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I wasn't ready. Hold on.
This is how we're gonna do the tiebreaker.
49.5.
54.5.
I don't got the over-under.
I know, but we have the internet.
So what are you going to guess or what are you going to do? I'll look it up.
I mean, I think we should have it when we come back from the break, no?
No, we do it right now.
Yeah,
It's
no.
too much anticipation.
Yeah, no, we'll do it right now.
Here we go.
Too much stress.
What'd you have? I had 49.5. What'd you have?
54.5.
And the book says 46.5.
Allison
And your
Owens.
winner by TKO.
By
in
TKO,
in the 15th round.
By
Winner
fucking
by points.
decision. By decision.
Winner by points.
I'm your man this week. Thank you. I'd like to
All
thank my
right.
fans that stuck with me. Oh, sorry. I want to
No,
thank
I
my
didn't know.
fans.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh,
Dude. Go ahead. The floor's yours.
I had a very tough year this year, I should say. Last year I was on fire. I want to thank my fans that stuck with me and all my picks. We're back on the right track. That's all.
That's fantastic. So in the next segment, Alessino will be flipping from worst to first. He is going to pick first in the fantasy rotisserie selection process. We're going to take a quick break. All right, what's up, guys? As everyone knows, this season we are on YouTube. Last season we weren't, and I got to be honest with you, we were dressing like shit a little bit, you know? We weren't worried about what people saw. We were wearing pajamas. We had Anthony coming in wearing whatever sweats he wore to work that day. Half the time I'd roll out of bed and show up to the studio. But now the people are going to see us, and we got to look fresh. We want that fine Italian fucking material. That's right. We're talking Saatchi di Dinero, streetwear brand from Long Island, New York. The gear is fire. It looks good. Right now I got the M5 Motivated Money Making Monday morning hoodie on, okay? You're going to be able to get this and so much more at SaatchiDiDinero.com. Promo code HAVOC is going to save you 10% off. That's SaCCHIDIDENARO.com. HAVOC. Promo code HAVOC gets you 10% off. Always authentic, never counterfeit. Saatchi Di Dinero. All right, and we're back. Once again, guys, best way to support the show, support the sponsors. Support the sponsors, you're supporting the boys. It's time for fantasy. We tried something different last week. We split up the fringe players, the stardom sit-em list, into a draft pool, and we had a little draft. Give me the final scores, Jack. I know I had a couple of guys going tonight, so we're not going to know for sure, but let's update everybody.
So, I finished off the week with 104 points. My team consisted of Jalen Hurts, Kareem Hunt, Darrell Henderson, Jamison Crowder, Deontay Johnson, and Dalton Schultz. James currently has 47.18. With Sam Darnold, Lat Murray, Leonard Fournette, Laviska Shenault, Hollywood Brown, and Mike Gesicki. Hollywood and Lat Murray still to go. Anthony currently has 79.8 with Matt Ryan, James Robinson, A.J. Dillon, Devonta Smith, Kenny Galladay, and Noah Fant. Russell Wilson. Brian currently has 69.18. Nice. Brian's got Russell Wilson. He's got Russell
Sick.
Wilson. Russell Wilson, Zach Moss, James Conner, Corey Davis, Randall Cobb, and Dawson Knox.
All right, so that brings us to today. So ultimately, Ant threw up 2 zeros with Noah Fant and Kenny Galladay.
I think it's just bullshit, but whatever. We're going to let it go.
Galladay
got hurt. Noah Fant just, I don't know, just did me dirty, dude. Like,
they just got done to you by the Steelers. So basically what you're telling me is if my 2 players put up 60 points, I can still win.
it's not going to happen. So we're going to
Jack
move on.
probably won. We're moving right on. This week it's going to be the 3 of us. Brian's not in studio, and we aren't able to do it over the phone. So it's going to be Ant, it's going to be me, then it's going to be Jack, and then we're going to snake it the other way. We're going quarterbacks first. I will read to you the player pool, and then you will be on the clock, sir. Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Jameis Winston, Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins, or Ryan Tannehill. Anthony, you're on the clock.
Off the board. 1-1. 1.1. Matt Stafford.
I'm just looking at the matchups here. Burrow.
You can look all you want. Should I tell him why I want Stafford?
Go ahead.
Easy. Giants. You're up. That Giants defense. My only fear is that he's going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball too much.
I got a problem. I got a bone to pick.
Pick it, dude.
The Saints are on a bye, and Jameis Winston's in the player pool.
There's not 8 other quarterbacks to choose
I know.
from.
I'm just.
This is why we
bringing it
have 10 quarterbacks.
You know.
up.
It's Jack's fault, but like still,
No, that's fine.
Work around
That's
it.
fine.
Hey, my bad.
I'll take Joey B against Detroit.
Alrighty then.
Now I know we just said we don't know if he's gonna play. And you know what?
he's gonna play. I
If
think.
I get a 0, I get a 0. It is what it is.
It's
And I'll
tough.
take Justin Herbert. On the come around,
You
Hold
gonna-
on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
1 second.
You gonna read the running backs?
I'll read it. Running backs. The player pool for the running backs available. Austin Eckler, James Robinson, Ezekiel Elliott, Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift, Antonio Gibson, Myles Gaskin, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Leonard Fournette. Now, please take a running back, Jack.
I will take Austin Eckler.
You're on the clock. Oh no, I'm on the clock. You're right.
Mhm.
My mistake. All right. Give me Najee.
Oh, you fucking asshole. That's a real scum move on Jim's part, but we're just gonna let it go. Give
Anthony
me
for 2.
James Robinson. Obviously I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. As a Giant fan, give me Zeke. It's tough. It's tough.
It is tough having to take someone like Zeke when you're a Giants fan. Feed me more. I will take DeAndre Swift.
God fucking man.
You gonna take Myles Gaskins? I feel it. I know you. I feel it in his bones that he's gonna take Myles Gaskin. Good, you're up.
I'm going to take Antonio Gibson.
Antonio Gibson sticking with one of his actual fantasy team
Against the Chiefs,
players.
it's not bad against the Chiefs.
No, it's not. I mean, McKissick could go off too. He wasn't on the list, but Chiefs are terrible against the run.
You can go first with wide receivers.
Wide
but
receiver player pool. Takarius Metcalf, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, C.D. Lamb, Deontay Johnson, Emmanuel Sanders, Kadarius Toney, or Tim Patrick.
This is kind of a tough one. But I think I'm going to have to go with big boy DK Metcalf.
Interesting with Geno Smith throwing him the football.
Let DK eat, bro.
I just want to say it's the worst pick you could have made, but go ahead. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, no, that
Let
wasn't great.
DK eat.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not stopping him. I
Doubt Jimmy's stopping him.
I'm going to take Mike Williams because he's on an absolute tear right now.
Yeah, I got Mike Williams on my team. Love it. Anyway, give me Deontay Johnson, and then give me. You know who I'm going to take. I mean, you already know who I'm going to take, so.
Jamar Chase,
Yes, Jamar Chase.
early favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Early winner of Offensive Rookie of the Year, dude.
It's a lot of season left.
Yeah, he looks good.
He
He
looks
looks
good.
good with 3 O's, dude. Add an O.
I'll take C.D. Lamb.
And I will take Debo Samuel.
All right. Tight ends, player pool, Dawson Knox, Dalton Schultz, David Njoku, Hunter Henry, Tyler Higbee, Dan Arnold, Jared Cook, Tommy Tremble, Evan Ingram, or who's that last name written down in pen?
Mark Andrews.
Or Mark Andrews. So now you're up.
I'm going to switch it up this week. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry.
All right. I will take Dawson Knox, but with that, I'm going to suggest that I don't know if he's I don't know if he after this week qualifies as a fringe player in the tight end spot. I
Well,
think.
he didn't. We didn't do fringe player quarterbacks either. A lot of these guys aren't fringe this week.
No.
But yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
They need to be more fringe-like. I agree.
I'll take Dawson Knox, but I mean the way he's playing right now, I don't think he's ever going to be a conversation going forward. If you have him, you're probably starting him, unless you got him and like Kelsey or Waller. Other than that, if you have him, I don't even think you're talking about it and you're taking him and starting him. And I'm going to take him right now.
Take him then, dude. Don't be afraid. Yeah, I'm caught between two guys. Double my points with Tyler Higbee, or do I take David Njoku? Give me Tyler Higbee.
Interesting move. See, you are doubling the points, but you're also potentially giving yourself two very
Listen,
low
two
scores.
out of the 5 guys I took last week got zeros. 6 guys got zeros. 33% of my entire team got zeros, and I scored 80. So, given that, if Galladay just did anything and Noah Font caught a ball, probably would have beat you guys. But it didn't work out that way because, I came to play. Some guys didn't come to play. So
It happens like that sometimes. We'll say this before we keep going. Last week, I was up for 2 at the running back position. I had 2 opportunities to select Darrell Henderson. Didn't do it. Not even 24 hours later, in my league, I traded Travis Kelce for Darrell Henderson. Not straight up. It was a package deal.
I know. But are we supposed to feel bad for you?
No,
I'm just
just saying, this is how weird the game works sometimes.
It is how the game works. It is weird. I mean, I don't agree with your fantasy strategies. We know that.
Well, I wouldn't agree with anything I've done this year. 0-5 is 0-5. Bad vibe.
I'm
going to fucking George Kittle. I want an apology, right? Because I bought into tight end university and it's gotten me 0-5.
It's just, I know there's a couple of people out there who would be very proud of your team. I know that, Kittle, Kelce, and Hawkinson were very, very proud.
Yeah, they would have been. Would they have been proud of 0-4 though? Those guys are winners.
Well, yeah, they are. So, I mean,
2 of them are winners.
No.
0-5.
No, Hawkinson's a winner. Yeah, as a person. Not
The Lions might not be winners, but TJ Hawkinson.
He's a person. I like him as a player.
He's a winner.
I just think that maybe you should have reached out to them for trade ideas because I don't know if you got enough back. Now, I'm not crucifying the trade because you needed to make it.
I needed running backs.
But I digress. I come from the running back university. Just keep drafting running backs until there are no more running backs. And then you fill in. Because then you get, you get a guy like Kadarius Toney now. You could start him every week.
You think you could start him?
No, I think you can. I think Sterling Shepard. I think Kadarius Toney played. Here's a hot take. Played Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton off the Giants next year.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Sterling Shepard was like a top 5 fantasy wide receiver when healthy at the start of the
Both
year.
of them. That guy can't stay healthy to save his life. Either can Slayton. Honestly, either can Galladay the last 3 years. So we're already paying one big guy. There's no way you're going to re-sign these guys or extend them. They're both gone, in my opinion. In my opinion, they're both gone. Evan Ingram, gone.
Evan Ingram's got to be gone.
I mean, I don't know what you're going to do with the offense, but I'm going on a tangent now. We want to avoid that, but I'm just saying there are wide receivers out there that are literally playing themselves into superstar contracts or, Pro Bowl appearances. Jamar Chase, Deontay Johnson's doing his thing, but he did it last year. You know what I mean? Even Tim Patrick.
Deebo Samuel.
Debo's good though. Like Debo's always been good.
Compared to last year when he was hurt and when he wasn't producing.
Well, if he's hurt, he's hurt.
He's hurt, yeah.
But producing fantasy-wise.
I believed in Debo, and I believed in Mike Williams.
And Garoppolo went down again last year, didn't he? For a little bit. Like, there's a lot more.
Yeah, but Garoppolo's always hurt too.
Yeah, no, I know. I know that.
Tim
but
Patrick.
There's a lot that goes into it. Now, at least they're prepared if Garoppolo goes down.
Would you be really so if you needed 8 points, let me just do this, ready? Knowing what we know now about Toney and Tim Patrick, right? Say you have Toney, you have Tim Patrick, or you have Marquise Brown tonight, and you need 8 points. Say they were all playing tonight, obviously. Say it was Sunday. You need 8 points to win a game. Who would you not take?
It's Toney, Tim Patrick, or Hollywood. I wouldn't take Hollywood Brown.
Right. You wouldn't take Hollywood Brown. And Hollywood Brown went far and away before those guys. People are like, this is his breakout year. This is his chance.
Yeah, people might have been like that. I've always been down on Hollywood Brown.
Yeah. Well, when you're a track star and not a football player.
He's got burners. He's got burners. He blows the top off of the defense in a offense that something the Dolphins are trying to do, where they're trying
spread,
or something the Bills are trying to do, where they're trying to push the ball deep downfield. he'd probably be great. Top 10 guy. Not in this offense, not in this system, not with this quarterback, not with this coaching.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? That's the week of fantasy picks. You got anything to say, Jack? Looks like you want to say something.
One general fantasy point I want to make, though. Tight ends this year have been explosive. No? Usually most years you want to stay away from the tight ends, but this
Tight
year,
end is as deep as it's been in a very long time.
Before you started playing my young guy,
yes.
that was when Tony Gonzalez and all of them were them boys, Witten.
Tony Gonzalez, Jason Witten,
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham, those were the boys you wanted to have.
Yeah, and there was we're forgetting somebody else. And
Julius Thomas had a little time
you
in the
know,
sun there.
there's somebody else incredibly disrespectful.
Antonio
Antonio
Gates.
Gates. There you go. Thank you. I was about to say
Gates.
incredibly disrespectful we're being. Yeah, Antonio Gates. Yep. Those were the days. No,
He's been gone a while now, Antonio Gates.
and it is a little bit of a revival. I mean, I don't trust. Not that I don't like the guy. I don't trust Dan Arnold to win me a game, or Evan Ingram to win me a game.
No.
But do you trust David Njoku, Hunter Henry, Mark Andrews?
No. I don't trust. Trust Hunter Henry. I don't trust Njoku.
Of the
yet.
three of those guys you just mentioned, Mark Andrews by a long shot, and I still don't trust him.
No, you don't because you don't trust everything around him.
Well, yeah, and Njoku is the third string tight end in Cleveland. Let's just call it what it is. If he's the number one, then he's probably great. I probably want him on my team every week.
Then why isn't he the number one? You know what I'm saying? You can't just assume, like, you know.
No, well, yeah, I guess.
You know.
I guess you're not wrong.
All right,
We'll
so
find out
let me
one-
just
one
say
way or
this.
another, we'll
Last
find out.
question. If you had a situation where you had Kelsey and Dawson Knox on your team, and you were really weak in another position, you feel comfortable enough now to move on from Kelsey because you know you can get more value from Kelsey than you could from Dawson Knox. Move on from him, get a top tier running back like a James Robinson. I wouldn't say Austin Eckler, but like a James Robinson, like a Antonio Gibson, or Kareem Hunt's probably a little low value. Would you do it? Would you move on from Kelsey
You can put
and
DeAndre Swift
and trust Dawson Knox the rest of the year?
Yes.
Wow,
Josh Allen loves that kid.
I can't do it.
They're best friends, dude.
Yeah, I don't care. They can be best friends all you want. I mean, we're best friends. I ain't throwing any touchdowns to you.
We're not on a football team.
I'm just saying, even if we were. I'm not looking for you in the end zone. I hope you're not looking for me in the end zone. So I don't know what best friends has to do with it.
He likes throwing to him. He's a good enough player. I mean, he's fast enough. He gets open and he blocks. But yeah, I would feel confident if I had Knox and Kelsey and I absolutely needed help elsewhere. Yeah, I'd dump Kelsey now before his value's too low. Again, last night, what was he, like 6 for 66 and a touchdown, Kelsey?
Yeah,
Something like that.
he
I know he was 5 for 55.
wasn't overwhelming, but
I believe Knox was 5 for 1.
Knox had over 20 points. It was insanity.
5 for 113 and a touchdown.
Did he have 1 touchdown or 2?
1 touchdown. Half of his points came on 1 60-yard grab.
Yeah, down the seam.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, whatever. Yeah, we'll do the TOD next.
Let's take a quick break. Drop the OY and focus on you this October with Stay Thirsty Co's Droptober. That's right, every week in the month of October, brand new drops. On top of this, the promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, is going to get you 15% off of your total order. That's staythirstyco.com. Droptober, new drops every week the month of October. It's going to be sick. You want to get it first. Promo code's HAVOC. All right, and we're back. And it is time for the Tournament of Degenerates. Quick little recap of the standings. Mr. Alessino in first place with $926. Brian is in second with $471. Jack is in third place with $366. Pancake Louie is in fourth place with negative $320. And your boy is in last with negative $370. I believe 220 to win 200 on the Patriots with the spread -9. That didn't hit. But I did put 330 or 3 to win 360 on the Bills money line.
Okay.
Which won me a total of 140 on the week. We dug a little bit out of the hole. This week, you know me, I love my can't miss teasers that always seem to miss. 2 teams, 6 points. Taking the Rams down to -4.5. We're taking the Bucks down to -1. 330 to win 300. Chargers money line. 150 to win 233. Keeping it simple. That's all I'm doing. Trying to dig ourselves out of the hole.
All right, so like Jim said before, we won a little bit last week. We went 2 for 2 last week, so we're feeling good. We just did two straight games, right, with the spreads though, right?
Your picks last
Yeah,
week. You had
it
the
was-
Rams -2, Steelers
And
-1.
That was it. Done.
100 on each of them.
We picked it up.
Or
That's
110
it.
on each of them.
We went a little more this week. I feel good. We did 150 on the Chargers straight to win 233. I did a $100 parlay on Jacksonville, Chargers, Bengals, all straight to win 985. And I did 250 on the Bills -5 on Monday Night Football. So we won't know next week still what my bank is. This is going to be next Monday. But 250 on the Bills to win 227. And that's where I'm at.
So I didn't win last week. My current bank's 366. I put 150 on Minnesota to win straight to get 150 back.
What was the big dick swinging bet of the
The
week?
New York money lines.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that blew up in your face.
Sheesh. All right, continue.
Talking about small dick energy.
That's pretty tiny dick energy, dude. Go ahead.
It's foreskin energy.
My first straight parlay. My first
Come on, you got problems.
Today, Junior.
My first parlay is the Chargers and Raiders straight, 200 to win, 1089. And my big dick parlay of the week is Washington, Arizona, and the Vikings to win straight, 150 to win, $2,179.
Who is it again? Who is the parlay?
Got Washington going up against KC,
Okay.
Arizona, and
Yeah.
Vikings.
Okay. I was trying to figure out where the money was, but there it is.
So there you go.
Now you got
We got Brian.
and Pancake Lou.
Pancake Louie, he's got one in the oven, one toddler, and one infant. So
So we got to get it up.
Mondays are hard for him
All right.
sometimes. Brian lost last week to bring himself down. He lost on the Chargers. He lost all over the place. He had not the Chargers, the Jaguars with the points, some parlay. Point is, he lost. This week, he's going Chargers money line, 100 to win 155. He's going Lions money line, 100 to win 250. 3-team parlay, all with the spread. Kansas City laying 6.5, Arizona +2.5, Dallas -4, 100 to win 620.
My fear is that so the book lost this week, the worst this year so far, right?
Did they?
They got beat up, yeah. Public won a lot of people feeling good, a lot of people with extra money in their pockets. And you go around the room here and everyone takes the Chargers, thinking, how is that possible? It seems like an amazing contrarian play for the books. I think by Sunday, the spread's either going to be back down to like close to a pick 'em, probably, or they know something we don't, and that's going to be the swing game as to whether. Because I think everybody's seeing that and seeing value at +3. At +3.
Yeah,
everyone's
100%.
seeing it. So that's the only thing I'm fearing, that we're going around the room and everyone's like, Chargers, Chargers, Chargers. How can you not? And it brings us to our final segment, as always, the Glizzy Gods.
Glizzy out of the week.
And
We moved to 18-3 against the spread, your boy.
we
14-7 on the money line career.
took a loss, first of the year.
Who'd
We
you
took
pick last year?
took the 49ers.
Last week, rather.
Yeah, to the 49ers. And you know what? Trey Lance gets in that end zone at the goal line on 4th down when he didn't dive but just slid. Whatever. Fine. Great effort. Wasn't meant to be. A lot of things happened in that game that really that was a winnable game for the 49ers for most of it.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Cardinals playing good. And when I had made the pick, I'm not making any excuses, but when I had made the pick, Kittle was gonna play.
So Kittle, we didn't know Kittle wasn't going to play,
And
but you were very, very clear and adamant that
I needed Trey Lance to play.
You picked them assuming Trey Lance was
Yes,
gonna
I
play.
think Trey Lance gives him a better opportunity to win moving
Not right
forward.
now.
I think right now.
Not right now. I said yesterday before the game started, right now, I think Trey Lance is awful. He's got all the potential in the world. I'm not saying this isn't an indictment on his career.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think he's awful. He's got time to get better. He only started 1 year in college. I think Garoppolo gives him a better chance to win.
So that division, right? Maybe better chance to win, but I'm saying for the franchise as a whole, moving forward, I think you got to rock with Trey Lance for the rest of the year. And here's why, because I feel like he's the future. Do you feel like the window's there for you to go take the division right now? With Russ out
Yeah.
at 1-4.
I mean, yeah.
With the Cardinals in it.
Maybe not take the division, but Garoppolo took them. The last time Garoppolo was healthy and played the whole year, he took them to a Super Bowl.
They had the best defense in the world.
Who's gone off of that defense?
The defensive coordinator, the man who made it all happen.
Okay, but player-wise,
Sherman.
all the building blocks on that defense are still there. Besides Richard Sherman, all right.
Fine. I just don't think that they get hop the Cardinals. They have to hop Seattle, even though without Russell, it could be pretty easy. And what's that fourth team that I'm missing?
Denver. No. Denver's AFC.
No,
NFC. Shit.
Jack, help us. The fourth team in that division. 49ers, Cardinals, Seattle.
49ers, Cardinals, Seattle.
What is that fourth team?
Isn't it the Rams?
Correct.
Rams. Then there you go. You're not. So they're
not going to win.
So right there, I'm saying let's rock Trey Lance because we have not only do we have the division, but we got a wild card team coming out of there, right? I would say a mortal lock: Rams and Cardinals make the playoffs.
So you're going to say right now Niners aren't going to make the playoffs anyway, so you might as well get Lance the experience.
I don't think Garoppolo's going to be there next year, no matter what.
I don't think he'll be there next year.
I think it's Trey Lance or Aaron Rodgers. Crazy, but that's what I see. And it
would be so crazy for them to trade for Aaron Rodgers after they just gave up what they gave up for Trey Lance, wouldn't it?
Insanely crazy, yeah. But like you just said, 1 year starting, a guy who's a shoe-in for the Hall of Fame says, I want to come. Kind of still there, like in his prime. Not in his prime, but, still a very good player. Way better than Trey Lance, right?
Instantly makes them a favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
He would instantly make them a favorite.
That's what I'm saying. So
you always want to capitalize on that window. Yeah, I mean,
if Devontae comes, looks like he's going to follow him anywhere he goes.
Probably wants to follow him wherever he goes.
And if he go, then forget about it. If Debo's a number 2 and Brandon Ayuk is a slot number 3,
and Kittle.
Oh, and Kittle.
And Devontae
that's
Adams.
automatically the best, but that's a lot of hearsay. That's a lot of.
I think Denver's probably going to wind up with A-Rod, but that's far and away. We got plenty of time to do that podcast.
Here's the thing, though. Grab that sheet because I can't tell you that last wild card team in the Eastern Conference. No, the NFC. That last wild card team. So you have
Minnesota, probably. No.
Oh man, I mean, if it's Minnesota, then all right. Then the 49ers got to go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bears with Justin Fields?
Nah. No chance.
I don't know. Anyway, this week's Glizzy God. Well, we'll continue. Jack, you lost your Glizzy God, right?
Yes, I'm currently 0-2, but I'm still learning. I'm still young, so I feel confident in mine this week.
I said it. I actually bet the Jets money line.
I did not. I knew it was going to happen.
I think part of it was because we were on vacation. The boys were excited. It was free play anyway.
I was not excited.
So you weren't excited to be on vacation?
No, I was not excited for the Jets.
No, well, so I said I think definitely in Atlanta, the Jets probably could have won that game. London was what sketched me out, and then it wound up being a touchdown decided it, and some poor refereeing. But the Jets aren't there yet. They're learning, They'll get. I'm confident that it's going to get better before the end of the season. They're not going to make the playoffs, but it will get better.
So,
with that being said,
Brian's Glizzy God last week, right, was Jacksonville. They didn't cover either. With that being said, this week, I thought about going Jacksonville. I did. I thought about going Jacksonville.
I can't do it.
I did against Miami. I did. I said maybe this is it, but I couldn't do it either.
I think we're all on the same page again, right?
I mean, I think it's the shoe-in.
We'll do it on 3.
Are you at?
I definitely don't got yours. Definitely.
All right, so me and you have.
We'll go.
We got a little.
We'll go on 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Chargers. Yeah, 100% Chargers.
Jack.
Well, I went with my guys. I went with the Washington football team. I think.
Holy shit!
Shit is right. Shit on a shingle.
Oh my.
Hear me out.
I'll try.
I'm
try as
out.
hard as you can. The Kansas City run defense, not great. I think Gibson's got a great game coming for him. I think they figure it out. I think this young team, the Washington football team, I think
Right,
they
but-
got something.
But if they do go and put 14 on you in a matter of 4.5 game minutes, Taylor Heineke,
Can't bring you back.
he's not Josh Allen. You know, I get it. They're bad on defense, especially the running defense, and Washington's good on defense. So I get it.
I
It
think-
makes sense. There's
I think
probably some
teams-
value there. Is Kansas City gonna lose 5 before they win 3?
The way it's looking,
Right,
it
they're
looks
Four,
that way.
4,
They're 2-3 right
2
now.
and 3.
Right.
Still, are they going to
So,
lose 4
Are
before
they
they
gonna
win
go
3?
yeah, they're gonna go 2 games below 500
That's
at the quarter-way mark of the
insane.
season.
That's insane. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong because, whatever, it could happen. But I think teams have understood that you got to just hold them. You can't let every possession be a touchdown. Hold them to field goals, wear their defense out, play a different pace than they play, and you can make it happen. And I think Mahomes is like another thing that Mahomes doing this year. It's almost like, it's weird to say. It's a little bit of a kryptonite for me. Like, because he can make throws that nobody else can make, he makes throws that nobody else can make. And that might not necessarily be a good thing because now he's on this level where it's like, you know what I mean?
That's kind of like how they were talking about what Jameis Winston always made. He thinks he can make every throw, so he makes throws that he really can't.
Yeah.
And Sean Payton is just trying to get those
yeah.
throws out of
Make
him.
those throws.
And here's the thing. With young guys especially, you don't want to take away like what makes them, their instincts. You don't want them thinking too much. So you don't want to, especially now that he's been there, done that. You
live and die by
You
it.
don't want to handicap him and say, "Hey, don't make that." I'd rather we'll live and die with the
I think
mistakes.
Mahomes is young enough and smart enough to adjust and say, all right, I got to take what's given instead of going, try to do something crazy, falling down, throwing 60 yards. The other thing, like we talked about this yesterday, Joe Burrow, like when he took that hit, like you have to realize you're in your second year, right? You can't take a hit like that and not even pick up the first down. It was still 4th down.
Yeah,
Early in the game. You can't take a hit like that and you're a franchise quarterback.
That's something that most of the young guys, the ones that are ballsy
Figure out.
especially, they coach it out of them. They get, they brought in the fucking Jets,
Brought in baseball teams, yeah.
brought in the Yankees coaches to teach Mark Sanchez how to slide properly.
Yeah, no, I know. Too bad they couldn't teach him how to throw. Anyway.
What I wanted to get to about that really quick was like these guys, Mahomes does it, and part of the reason Mahomes does it is the weapons and the arm. But a lot of the young guys, especially the young guys with the big arms like Zach Wilson, they're down by 10 points with a little less than a minute to go. There's 52 seconds on the clock. He snaps the ball. He scrambles around. He runs about 30 yards around in the backfield. And only to kill 10 seconds off the clock and wind up throwing it out of bounds. In these situations, you got to get rid of it. Like Mahomes does it too. When he threw that pick 6 even, I think he held onto that ball for 8 seconds before he threw the pick, right?
I'm not 100% sure.
Or maybe that was a different play when
Take
he
your
had.
word for it.
But there was one play where I thought he turned it over. That snap to pass was 7.99 seconds.
Yeah, it's.
At a certain point, throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the bleachers. Live to fight another down. Because especially with less than a minute left, down by 10 for Zach Wilson, if it's not there in 3 seconds, sideline.
Is Brian's Glizzy Cardinals too? I mean, Chargers too?
Jack would know. Did you have a glizzy from him?
Brian's glizzy this week was the Lions money line.
The Lions money line. The Lions are playing Cincinnati at home. I like a good home dog. I don't know.
Hey,
You
listen.
just think Detroit's got to get a win eventually, right?
I
They're not
guess.
the 08 Lions.
No.
They're not the 08 Lions. They're not the 2020 Jets or Jaguars.
Bengals are good, man.
The Bengals are good, but you think Detroit's got to get a win
The
eventually.
Bengals could be a wild card team.
Bengals probably will be a wild card team coming out of the AFC.
Well, they would be the last ones then.
Yeah.
So if right now do the Chiefs finish better than?
Here's the thing in the AFC, and this will be my last point, and then I'll defer to you and we'll close the show. In the AFC, do you think 10-7, like 10-7, 9-8 might do it this year?
This year,
It's very strong at the top, but after that, 9-8, 10-7, 11-6
9-8's not
might,
going to do it.
that might do it. 10-7 might definitely do it in the AFC.
I think this extra game this year tilts to the win. You know what I mean? I don't think it tilts to 8-8 teams get. Well, you know what I mean. 9-8 teams getting
9-8.
in. I think it tilts the other way where you got to be 10-7 now. Like that's my thing. I could be wrong. I mean, listen, you know,
In the old format,
NFC
it was
East
never
you can get in
designed for
with 6 wins. So
I was going to say, in the old format, it wasn't designed for 7 and 9 teams to be hosting playoff games, but we had the Seahawks do it in 2009 or 10.
and the NFC East did it last year.
Yeah,
So
the Washington football team was 7 and 9. and
whatever.
hosted the game.
all right, well,
It's possible. Yeah, that's all I got.
we'll
Chargers.
see. I mean, Chargers. I think they're just the better team out of all the glizzy gods. So if everybody plays up to par, I don't know if Washington has enough to knock off the Chiefs in like just playing their game. I think they have to do something outstanding. And same thing with, to a lesser extent, the Lions. They have to go beat the Bengals. But all Herbert has to do is play his game.
I don't think the Ravens match up well against the Chargers
Me neither.
at all.
Me neither.
At all.
You got an athletic defense over there on the Chargers that can contain
They
Lamar
can-
Jackson.
I mean, first of all, Joey Bosa and Uchenna and Wosu, they can contain him. Then you got, in my opinion, one of the best young safeties in the league,
James.
Derwin James. And they can score, and they can put you. If the Chargers are up 17-0 at halftime,
over.
It's over.
Yeah, they have a very hard
They're
time
not-
coming back.
They're not built to come back from mediocre teams, and the Chargers, I think, they're one of the top tier defenses
Yeah, I think
right
so
now,
too.
right? I mean,
I would love a Chargers Bills playoff.
AFC title game.
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
that'd be perfect.
It'd be 56-54. Dude.
that would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, well. Until next week.
Yeah, until next week. We are brought to you by House of Havoc Podcast Network, Tiger Pack Productions, Stay Thirsty Company, and Sachi Di Dinero. Peace out.